Oh, that's a skin the cat. Oh!
Oh
my God!
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my God!
Jay, you just go to WrestleMania!
Going?
Wait, that just happened.
Okay.
Party!
You got me.
Folks, we are here with the crew from Waterfront, and they are ready for a big second half. I know UB's trailing, but the energy has been pretty good in the building, right? Yeah! All right, that was a lot of energy. Are you ready for Cello Watson to put up double digits and a big UB comeback? Yeah! And are you ready to not have school the next 2 days? Yeah! I don't control any of that. But with that said, let's go Bulls!
Let's go Bulls! They were down 19, came back, fall short, lost by 3 with a 3 at the end of the game. Had a great game.
Zero points for the Chiefs. Nothing for him.
I'm salty because the Eagles got exactly what the Bills needed. The Eagles came in as the 2 seed. They were hot, and they won their first round game convincingly, and then they won their second round game. They won it, but they kind of won it by the skin of their teeth. That game against the Rams, obviously Matthew Stafford and co. was driving there at the end, very similar to how Lamar Jackson was. The difference is that the Eagles 1 seed lost. So they got to host that NFC Jet. Now, again, does that mean it's all the way to the Super Bowl or whatever for the Bills and a win over these Eagles or whatever? But I'm just realizing now that the only real difference between these 2 runs is that the Eagles got to play that 3rd game at home.
Oh, is that it?
That's gotta be.
Get down! No!
USA!
Folks, Slick L, I am here at Batavia Downs, and the legends and stars are back. Today we have Chris Chelios, Chad Michael Murray, Doug Gilmore, Frank Reich, and Kyle Williams, and lots more. You can come get your cards graded, awesome memorabilia. Kids get in for free, 12 and under, and your $10 admission gets you a $10 free play on the floor. Come down to the Downs to see some legends and stars. Folks, Slick out here at Legends and Stars. I'm here with NHL Hall of Famer, Stanley Cup champion Chris Chelios. Chris, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thank you. When you've been out of the game as long as you have, how cool is it seeing all these fans coming to see you?
Well, they're a lot nicer than they were back in the 80s in Buffalo. Actually, there's some good playoff runs with them with Montreal, but no, it's great. Get to see guys like Brian Trottier, Doug Gilmore. That's a lot of fun, too, running into some of your old adversaries. But overall, like I said, everybody's welcoming, and it's good to see them. And I think now, like I said, after 40 years, crazy that's been 40 years, all that animosity's worn off, and it's nice to see some of the fans and be appreciated.
You mentioned the Sabres fans. You played against a lot of great goalies in your day, but what made Dominic Hasek so special?
I mean, obviously his compete level and his skill, and he had this vision somewhat kind of like a Dennis Rodman when he rebounded. he just had a sixth sense of especially deflected shots. And again, but as far as all the goalies, I've played in front of some great ones, Patrick Roy and Eddie Belfour and Chris Osgood. And Dom, quite honestly, when he had his mind made up you weren't going to score, he could shut the door better than anybody.
Lastly, the Four Nations just wrapped up. What did you think of the tournament? NHL, huge success with that.
I mean, amazing. The fans, the 9.5 million people in the U.S. watching it, 14 million in Canada. They don't need to promote the game there. But what those Kachuk boys did and the rest of that team, they did not disappoint. Unfortunately, the way it ended for us, but it was two great games and nothing. I can't wait for the next Olympics. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Last but not least, does this train ever stop?
I hope not.
Me too. Thank you, Chris. Folks, I'm here with former Sabre and NHL legend Doug Gilmour. Doug, how was it seeing all these fans today?
Yeah, it's been great. It's always nice to get over, and I know this area a little bit. My son played in Geneseo for 4 years, and so I was up this area much.
Shout out to Geneseo. You played with some great goalies in your career. Martin Brodeur, Dominic Hasek. What made the Dominator so special?
He competed in each day, like in practice, and you never knew what he was going to do. And like Marty Brown was kind of more of a stand-up guy where Dom's going to flip, lop, do whatever. And if you scored on him in practice, he'd be pissed at you.
Crazy question, but in today's NHL, what do you think would happen in the playoffs if a puck went through the side of the net and they allowed the goal?
That's not going to happen.
Shout out the 2000 year. What do you think of the Four Nations Cup?
I thought it was done really well. Everybody competed hard, and it was a lot of speculation how hard they were going to compete, but that was real hockey.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Doug. Slick L, I'm here with the king of comebacks, former Bills quarterback Frank Reich. Frank, how's the experience seeing all these fans today?
Oh, it's great. It's been a while since I've been back here interacting with a lot of people. Signed a bunch of comeback tickets. That's always fun to do, and always enjoy connecting with the fans.
That was actually my next question. I'm sure you do a lot of these signings. How often do people tell you that they were at that game over 30 years ago?
Well, I actually have not had time to do too many, so this has been fun. And yeah, I actually had one guy today admit to me that he left at halftime. Normally people don't admit that, but I had somebody admit that today.
Yeah, not great leaving at halftime, one of the most famous games ever. Does this train ever stop?
No, I mean, you know what? This is the Bills, the whole Bills community is a fantastic community, and I'm proud to be part of it.
We all are proud to be part of it. Frank, thank you for your time. Let's go Bills. Folks, I'm joined by Bills legend Kyle Williams. Kyle, it's good to have you back. What was the experience like with the fans today?
It's great. You get an opportunity to come back and relive some memories and spend some time with people that you played in front of and enjoy being a part of the community. So it's always a good time.
You're very well known for your pregame speeches. I was lucky enough to be at the Broncos wild card game where you were the legend of the game to get the crowd fired up. Did you know what you were going to say going into that, or does everything come from the heart when you do that?
Are you talking about before the thing that everybody says what they're supposed to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you just kind of spur the moment. It was always, what you feel in the moment when I was playing. So, showing some appreciation, coming back and letting them know I was happy to be back was spur of the moment deal.
As someone who's always been so vocal and such a team leader, have you ever thought about getting into coaching?
I've been helping at a high school for a number of years and, did that for a while. And, now I chase my kids full time. They've got games and different things going on, so I'm involved in the game to a certain extent.
You see the legends of Bills do the Bills Mafia traditions. If the Bills win the Super Bowl, will you throw yourself through a table?
It's very likely I'll throw myself through something. So it's better to throw myself through something than throw my TV through something if it doesn't go our way.
I agree. Stay tuned. Does this train ever stop?
Never.
Thank you. Let's go, Bill. Here with former Bills linebacker London Fletcher. London, how's the experience been with all the fans today?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I haven't been here back to Buffalo in quite a while, so And I definitely haven't done an autograph signing here, and probably since I was playing. So it's been a cool event for me to get back and connect back with my Bills fans.
No doubt, it has been a while. Do you think that 2004 linebacker core was one of the best in Bills history?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, when you think about the guys who had the Super Bowl runs with Cornelius Bennett and Darryl Talley, those guys are, and Bryce Pop, I believe he was on those teams. So it's hard to kind of go against those guys, but myself, Takeo Spikes, Jeff Poser, we're a pretty dynamic trio as well.
That was a big three for sure. You never missed a game throughout your career due to injury. What can you attribute to being so durable?
And God's blessings and the way I took care of myself.
Does this trend ever stop?
No.
Let's go Bills. Folks, I'm here with a guy you might recognize, Chad Michael Murray, Buffalo's own. How's the interaction been with the fans today? You had a line out the door here at Batavia Downs.
I did. It's awesome. I mean, just being here, being back home with all the people is the best, man. It's family. Come on.
Family, Mafia. Speaking of Mafia, we saw you at all those playoff games at the end of the season. I believe you were supposed to join us at the game day tailgate for the Broncos game. Did Orchard Park get the best of you?
No, gosh, no. It was. It turns out when you first make your move back home after 25 years, there's a lot of people that you got to go check in and see. We just ran out of time. Oh, and traffic that day was a nightmare.
Traffic never good in Orchard Park. A lot of people to see, a lot of wagons to circle. How's Just One Before I Die coming along? Can we see a preview sometime soon?
I think we're gonna have. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think there'll be some news coming down the pipe. Probably in the next month or so.
As a fan of Trainwreck, could we get you on a Bills podcast next season?
Let's do it.
Sounds good. Does this train ever stop?
Let's talk all things Bills Mafia, Buffalo. Go Bills for life.
Go Bills. Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for day one here of Legends and Stars here at Batavia Downs. We'll be back tomorrow with guests such as Gilbert Perot, Thurman Thomas, and much more. Stay tuned. Let's go.
Rain ever stop here at Batavia Downs?
Honestly, no, man, and we're going to meet our own legends here. I'm in queue to meet Thurman Thomas later on today. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait. I already got a few stars to sign my hat yesterday, so it's been really
Thurman
exciting.
If Thurman Thomas was a Pokemon, what would be his attack set?
Dude.
He would be like a low ground type.
I was
going to
say,
ground type Pokemon.
I was going to say have to have body slam, headbutt, earthquake, and then some other fourth move. I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's do hyper beam, baby.
Are you kidding me? Thurman was that. Thurman Thomas, I choose you.
Yeah, maybe that'd be Jim Kelly. He'd be throwing hyper beams.
Very fair. The hyper beams never stop here at Batavia Downs. Thank you, sir. Have a good day now.
Overall in 2012.
Let's go! And your daughter is currently away serving the fucking MVP? What are you cheering
Rock and rolling here at Resurgence. Got the official Josh and Dane. Got the official BFB over here. Look at this for Solino. Look at this. Would you just look at it? Big night, obviously. We are at UB Women's Hoops already won. We got Sabres hosting the Canadians. And then we got Resurgence, Bandits, Watch Party. We got Dreamboat. We got Slick. We got Elimination Chamber too. Big night. Ah! We spent 40, so great purchase fest. There's our number one sports fan, AB, Amanda Bruckman, in the house. What's your score prediction for tonight, Bandits game?
7-12.
Okay, 12-7 Bandits. They're going to hold the Saskatchewan Rush to a stop. They're going to stop them all day, but this train doesn't stop. Slick, any words from the champ?
Josh Byrne-Hattie tonight. You heard it here first. I said it last time. He was one short. It's happening tonight.
Live in Saskatchewan. Reba! All right, just in the booth with the boys. Slick, we're about 5 minutes from the pregame show. How you feeling?
Feeling great. Waiting on a Sabres goal as they're hosting
Would be
at
nice.
home. Women's Chamber is underway. WrestleMania lives are at stake here, and opportunities. But obviously, the main stake is we're hoping for a big Bandits win in Saskatchewan, Maniac.
Look at this amazing crowd. Let's go. Alrighty, stopping off WWE Day here at Herbal IQ. Great to accentuate your wrestling experience or just to put an elbow body slam on that stress. Let's go. Let's have a great day. My guy Hulk right here, doing his thing. This is not wrestling with your budget, not wrestling with your conscience. This is wrestling with emotion.
All right, the boy here.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh, they're showing people arriving. No, that's not going to be any of them, though.
I agree, but they can definitely do Rollins or Punk now. Oh my God, look at that.
That's a crazy shot. Oh my God! Fucking Punk.
Oh my God, this place is about to explode. Oh, he really mad. Here we go.
The heavyweight champ, you know what I'm saying? Cut promos all night. You know what I mean? It's heavy bearing these shoulders, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta do what I gotta do. Big dog. You know what I'm saying? Big dog hanging with my cousin. You get it on my phone too? World Order.